Hello and welcome to the Failure to Stop podcast, the #1 show where police meets society and culture. Today we're breaking down a case out of Oregon where a female was arrested for extraditable warrants out of Texas, and two police officers, out of the goodness and kindness of their own hearts, took her home before taking her to jail to walk her dogs, and one cop ends up being shot. No good deed goes unpunished, and boy do I have a lot to say. You're going to have to tell me what you think in the comments, because I'm going to tell you what I think right here on this video. But first, Elijah, roll that beautiful bean footage for me, baby.
So, you have your keys out of your ignition for me?
I don't know if I
Okay, perfect. So, do you know that you have a warrant out of Texas?
No, sir.
Okay. So, will you open the door for me? Okay. So, I'm going to need you to step out of the vehicle. Do you have any weapons on you?
No, sir.
Okay.
My dogs are at home.
Okay, that's something we'll deal with later, okay? You gonna step out for me? Alright, so you're gonna walk back right here. Face your vehicle for me. Place your hands on top of your head for me. I want to interlace your fingers. So you don't have anything that's gonna poke me, hurt me, or stick me? Okay. Did you move here recently?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put your hands behind your back for me. Do you have keys, or is it...
I can go into the garage.
Okay.
You can just push it up.
Are they friendly enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you gonna? Oh. See?
Should I close the garage, or...
Look.
Hi, puppy.
Hello.
Hi. Hey. Sit. Sit. No. No. Good dog. Good dog. Okay. All right. Just let him. Call him in. Call him in. Go. Call him in. All right. No. Okay, you come back out here real quick.
Come back out here, Free.
He just wants.
All right. Good dog.
Oh, hey.
Okay, Bubba. Come on.
All right. Stay. No. Go for a walk. Go for a walk.
He's a nice one.
Boy.
Ghosty, Bubba. Come on, Ghosty.
Nope. No.
Alright, we're gonna come back out.
Take this one off.
Is there another one?
Just take this.
This one? Alright, you got it? Hi, buddy. Hey. Hey, buddy.
No.
Hi. Hi.
Let's go for a walk. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Good boy.
Hi. Hi. You alright? She got a gun? One nine, shots fired! One nine, shots fired! Drop the gun or you're gonna get shot again! Drop the gun! Drop the gun now! Drop the gun! It's gonna be a female armed with a gun. I got one down. Start me medics. Start me code 0. Drop the gun! Drop the gun now! 11544 Aguila Street, Happy Valley. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! shot! Drop the gun now! Drop the gun now! You're gonna get shot! You're gonna get shot! Drop the gun now!
Drop the gun!
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Suspect in the house shooting at us. I got one down. Hill, you all right?
No, I need a tourniquet.
All right. Is he down?
Just stand by.
Okay. One night, give me a shield. I need to get to my partner. I'm stuck in between where the suspect went down and my partner. Give me a shield. I need to get a tourniquet.
Where do you need it?
Cover me. She's on the right. Cover me. If she gets up, shoot her. I'm gonna get that before I gotta put a tourniquet on him.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going in.
There. Slow.
On the right. On the right. On the right.
I got her at gunpoint. Okay, I got her.
Right here.
The house. Sheriff's office. Anywhere else? She should be the only one in the house.
Hey, we got one down right here. The stairs aren't clear up yet.
I might have been hitting the arm too.
Hey, who
Okay.
else is in here? Where's he at? Right here. Behind us. Okay.
There's a dog in here too.
The pit bull.
We got a pit bull in here.
How many more people are up there, guys?
There should
At
be
least
it.
one.
She should be it.
At least one
Oh
more.
no, she's it.
She should
Put
be
your
it.
hands. Come
She was the only one.
right now.
She was the only one.
Hey, come in. Come on. Hands up. We got the rest. Just stay. We don't know where the rest of the other person is. Hold back. You gotta get out. We're all too many in here. Okay.
Get you out. We got one arm.
I can't check. Give me an assessment.
Where you hit at?
I'm doing an assessment.
In my back.
I gotta do a wound check.
My back. Okay.
I can't.
Where's she at?
Down suspect is here. One other in the
Check my arm.
house.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
Okay.
Hey, there's a med kit in the back car. Hey, can you guys cover us or get Travis out that door?
Yes, I got you covered.
Are we gonna shield?
We're just gonna carry you out, dude.
Yeah, good.
You're okay. You're gonna be fine.
You're good. You're good, dude. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Come on.
Okay.
Let's slow it down.
Right behind you guys.
You got good here for you to work.
I got you, brother. I got you.
Okay, some work.
All right. So, what happened here? Well, let's start with this. This is in Oregon, and we know what's going on in Oregon is that they're trying to create a kindler, gentler state of policing in Oregon, if you will. Kindler and gentler. Is kindler a word? I don't know, but it is today. C student at best. Don't claim to be anything more or anything less, but it's a kinder, gentler. This would never happen to a state trooper. This would never happen to a state trooper. Why? Because state troopers are assholes, and assholes always finish first. You know why you don't see on the news that state troopers are dying every single day? I mean, they die occasionally. They get unlucky here and there. But you know why, for the most part, you don't see a lot of state troopers getting killed in the line of duty by doing shit like this? It's because they're assholes, and assholes finish first. But what's going on in Oregon, what's going on in a lot of agencies and departments and jurisdictions across the country is that you've got these school hallway patrol cops. Now every police department, and I want to talk generally speaking here. I want to talk generally about larger departments, because larger departments, you're going to see a lot more of everything. So I'm not talking about your departments with like 16 people. I'm talking about your departments with like 500 plus. So in these departments of 500 plus, you got a bunch of different personalities, a lot of different personalities. But one personality that you will always find in every single major department across the country is what I like to refer to as the hallway patrol cop. This is the cop that gives everybody a ticket. This is the cop that when he was in elementary school, he wore that little orange ribbon around his chest and around his waist, and he busted his own friends running through the hallway. He turned them in. He ratted them out. He narked on them. These guys often go into the path of law enforcement, but not before they graduate as an Eagle Scout. And then they go and get a 4-year criminology degree. They live and breathe getting people in trouble. It's their thing. Every department's got these guys. They write everybody a ticket and they follow every rule while they do it. These guys are a headache to everybody around them, except upper management, which is why they eventually make it to upper management. And then they promote the people that are just like them. And before you know it, you're getting the fine comb on everything you do. And this is evident here in Oregon. I guarantee you that their internal affairs is ran by a nerd just like what I'm describing to you right now. And that nerd takes every complaint seriously. And even if he doesn't even if the complaint isn't substantiated, he will go through your body camera and find some other minor policy violation to write you up for. Because be damned if you don't come into that office and you don't walk away with paper. Not on my watch. I'm the hall monitor, baby. Not on my watch. And so every complaint is looked through from a fine comb. So every cop is on their pins and needles, especially in Oregon, especially in Washington. I've been talking to tons of cops from these places who are leaving in masses because they can't take it anymore. They can't take this kinder, gentler police force. So these officers, they arrest this woman who was wanted for first-degree felony theft, full extradition to Texas. She's on her way home from the gym. She's obviously pretty well-to-do. She looks like she's physically fit. She's got a nice vehicle. It looks like she's on the up and up, but she's got this extraditable warrant for a pretty serious felony out of Texas. And so the officers do a great job. She's pretty compliant. She's respectful. She's nice. You saw the police were respectful and nice as well. And they get her down to the police station, and she is super concerned about her dogs. Now, listen, I'm not a dog guy. I have a dog, but I'm not a dog guy. I don't care so much. I don't treat my dog like it's a human. My dog has a job. It's to protect the house. He gets fed for that job, and he gets a nice warm place to sleep. He's not kenneled. I don't kennel him. I don't make him stay in a cage all day while I go to work. He's got free reign of things. But I'm not like, he doesn't get on the bed. He doesn't get on the sofa. He doesn't beg at the table for scraps. I don't do any of that stuff. He's a dog and he has a job to do. Let him do his job. But I understand and I empathize with those who absolutely love animals. And it's a growing thing, really. I mean, there's some people they have insurance for their dogs, for Pete's sakes. And so I understand that these cops may really genuinely care about this dog, and it's going to be a sergeant and another officer. The officer is Clement Liu, and he's the one that makes the stop on the 37-year-old female who goes by the name of Garcia, Yvette Garcia, and he's going to be accompanied with his Sergeant Travis Hill. And Sergeant Travis Hill and Lou, they go down to the station with the female handcuffed and ready for processing, and she is extremely nervous and upset about her dog. She's been working all day. She went to the gym, and now she's going to be arrested. She's going to go to prison. She needs to get these dogs taken care of, and these officers, they feel bad for her. And so they try to do the right thing. They try to minimize any type of complaint. They're trying to be the kinder, gentler police officer that everybody in Oregon and the defund the police movement want to be. Again, this would never happen to a state trooper. A state trooper would tell you to get fucked. Those dogs will be fine. We'll get you through the processing. We'll book you, and you can phone a friend. And if not, we'll have animal control go and take your dogs. Now, that's mean? Yeah, it's mean, but you know what? They don't get shot. The officers, they take her to the house. And they've got these are pit bulls. And the dog does not seem very friendly to me. I'm not getting bit by a dog. I'm going to be honest with you, because I'm always honest with the wolf pack. If a dog growls at me like that, I'm putting one right in its face. I actually have an umbrella in the back of my truck because we have learned that all dogs are afraid of umbrellas. And you can pop an umbrella and those dogs will stay at bay. They'll never cross the threshold of the umbrella. So I don't have to shoot a dog. I do a lot of training with this little umbrella trick. I've actually served search warrants in houses where we crack the door open and I pop the umbrella and the dog will move all the way back to the corner of the room and I'll just hold it at bay while we do the search. So I've gotten pretty good with working with aggressive dogs, so I don't have to kill them because I understand that people love their dogs and treat them like they're humans. But this dog is super aggressive. It's growling. I didn't like that. My heart rate would be through the roof. My adrenaline would be coursing through my veins. I wouldn't be making good life decisions at that point because I don't want to get bit. I don't like big cats, bears, anything. I don't want to be eaten by an animal. It's kind of a phobia of mine, actually. So these officers do a great job talking the dogs down. You know, we talk about de-escalation a lot, right? Like these guys show great de-escalation with those dogs. I don't have that de-escalation with me when it comes to animals. Couldn't do it. I'd shoot it. But they do a great job de-escalating. They think she's short one leash. They got to walk 2 dogs. And she goes upstairs. And again, these officers suffer from a little bit of complacency. I don't think it's incompetence. And I don't think it's a lack of training. I think it's just complacency. Trying to do the right thing. Thinking that there's no possible way in hell that this woman, this criminal, wants to hurt me. Because we don't look at people like they're criminals anymore. We have to treat everybody with dignity and respect and kindness. And we forget that although we can have an open hand of kindness and we can treat people with dignity and respect, but we forget that oftentimes that we need to be able to quickly draw that open hand of kindness into a tight iron fist ready to deal pain and punishment. We forget that part. We become complacent and that hand just stays open and gracious. And so they allow this woman to just freely go upstairs. Now the sergeant does go upstairs with her, but they're looking for a leash. And the other officer kind of draws his attention, no fault to his own. Again, their minds are in getting this dog walked and getting this woman to jail or to the booking spot. Now I see a lot of people in the comments saying I would never do this in 1,000 years. I know that. Also, you might not be a cop in Oregon or Washington or San Francisco, where it is bred and taught to you that you must be a kinder and gentler police officer. This is something that these guys are being taught. This is something that cops are almost expected to do in these kind of areas, to go over and beyond, not just pull over to make sure that you're safe, but you are expected now to pull over and risk your life changing that tire on the side of the road. You're expected to go over and beyond now. And if you don't, you're an asshole. Again, I make fun of state troopers a lot, but I don't see a lot of state troopers having this problem. I think this is a case of complacency. And I think that it's okay to be a kind and gentle cop. It's fine to do that, but you must never forget that what you are dealing with is a criminal, as somebody who does not care about the law. Every person that you come in contact with, whether she's 90 years old or she's 10 years old, can fucking kill you. And you need to treat everyone as such. And that's okay to be kind and respectful. But we need to be able, at a moment's notice, to draw in that open hand of kindness to an iron fist, and we've got to be ready to put the hurt on someone. You've got to stay focused. You've got to stay aware. And I feel bad for these officers because they were trying to do the right thing. I'm going to sum this up really fast. The officer in this video was shot in the leg and in the arm. He was forced to retire after 20 years of law enforcement service because of the shooting, because he lost feeling in his feet and his leg. He had massive nerve damage. He can't skateboard. He can't jog. He can't jump on a trampoline. Riding his bike, he said, is one of the most painful things. The movement of riding the bike because of the nerve damage. So she is sentenced the maximum sentence in Oregon for attempted killing a cop, which was 10 years, and expected to pay $50,000 in restitution. She is going to be extradited to Texas, where she is being charged with a felony for money laundering of $1.4 million from an oil company. This is not a good human being. Her defense says that she was trying to commit suicide by cop and that she did not intend on shooting the cops, that she intended on just the cops shooting them. Well, she could have gave some warning. She could have picked that gun up and aimed it at the cops and then let them do the work. She didn't have to shoot the cop first, but she did. The officer here says, the Sergeant Hill says, "We treated you with the utmost dignity and respect. My kids do not understand how or why you would do something that caused me so much pain. They have watched as I have fought through the physical pain and discomfort every single day. One thing that's good about this is that Garcia took this one on the chin. She pleaded no contest, and she did get the maximum sentence of 10 years. Just a little bit, really quick, a little bit of background on Garcia. She does come from a very large and loving family, according to her attorneys. She did escape a husband in Texas from domestic violence. And then she had a downward spiral of depression, as she puts it, during the pandemic, during the isolation. And the only two things that she said she had going for her were her dogs and her physical fitness. Those were the two things that she had going for her in life. And so all of that led to her wanting to commit suicide by cop. And suicide by cop is a terrible thing. But I think it goes one step further when you actually shoot the cop. If you want to commit suicide by cop, you don't have to shoot the cop. There's other ways to do that without being shot by the police. You let me know in the messages below. Would you take somebody to their house to walk their dog before that long process of going to jail? Or what have you done nice for somebody while being a police officer that has come back and bitten you in the ass? I'd love to hear it in the comments. We do 4 shows a week here on the Failure to Stop podcast. Monday, police news. Tuesday, true crime with the beautiful and audacious Andrea up late. Wednesday, we talk everything but the job on Last Call. And Friday is our famous show with case breakdowns. Join myself, Mike the Cop, He Big Daddy, Drew Breezy, Andrea up late every week on the Failure to Stop podcast networks. Until next time, guns up, giddy up.